back to Pokemon Continental Distortion Z. So in the last one, it crashed on us, and we did beat that tag team match scheduled for one fall. So now we're heading back to, I don't even remember what town it is, because it's been a while since I've recorded audio, and it's been a long time since I've recorded this series. Anyway, this is the final episode, at least for right now, in Continental Distortion Z, because I reached the end of the demo. The demo now only goes, I think, 4 or 5 towns. So at the end, you'll see that it will end up like I can't go any further, and that so with that being said, right now we're trying to catch an Axew. Just because I really like it. Like that was probably one of my favorite Pokemon in Pokemon X and Y that they introduced. So what was I gonna say? I don't even remember what I was gonna say. Oh, that's right, I remember. So you're seeing this right now. So before you saw Pokemon Ethereal Gates. So after this one, for the next, I think I'll put it in the vlog for the next day after this goes out on Saturday. I'm recording this on Saturday. After this, I gotta do my vlog for the day. I was gonna say. Right now, like you saw Ethereal Gates, which I already had pre-recorded and edited and narrated and everything. Now I'm narrating the final part of this one, and what that means is I can start editing the next episodes of the next series. I have the next 2 series all plotted out. That's about 50 episodes, I think. The next 2 series. One's like over 30 and then one's like 20 or something. But I think we've done 3 or 4 Pokemon series in a row, so I think we're gonna take a break just for a little bit, and we'll go a few episodes of something else. I think I'll bring back Would You Push the Button? That's a good series. I like that series. I don't remember. Do I have any other episodes of that recorded? If so, I may do 3 or 4 episodes there, and then do 2 one-shot games, one of them being a Pokemon game, which I have recorded, but I just haven't done the audio yet. But yeah. So, we have about maybe 60 episodes recorded, and we have to do all that narrating and editing and all that good stuff that we really like. I really wish there was an easier way. I wish I could narrate it as I'm recording it, but as of right now, my software does not allow me to do that. You know, I can either record the game volume, or I can record my volume, my voice. I know for Little Alchemist, I don't know at this point if it's going to be done or not, but the Tuesday, Thursday series I had going on, or have going on, I don't know, that had no volume with the game, so I was able to easily record my voice with it. It's like a narrator's type of thing, like a go to sleep bedtime story voice. The reason why I did that is I don't remember if I, said that in a vlog, why I did it that way. But it was like 1 in the morning, and there were other people in my house. So I guess I had to be a little quiet, and plus my voice was throttled at that point because I was just getting over a cold, I believe, and then like I also, for my job, I had to do a lot of talking, so my voice was kind of messed up. So yeah, right. I'm still trying to catch this Axew. Are you kidding me? 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. Like I wasn't even watching the screen at that point. Like, I was just kind of like in my own world talking. And we're already 5 minutes into this. Wow. I think this episode is going to be like a little over half an hour. I may do a video outro at the end, so it may be a little like 35, 40 minutes. But if it's like 33 minutes or so, that's yeah, that's what I got about right now before I do the final bit. You know, I'm just really looking forward to getting to these next audio files. I don't know if you hear my voice, but it's going actually right now. And I'm starting a new part-time job that I'm actually going to get paid for. And training is in 2 hours, so I gotta go pretty soon. So I gotta like finish recording this, record the vlog, upload the vlog, and then head out. My day is then working from 10. Like I got up at 4 a.m. I've been, I kind of just messed around from like 4 to 5, and then I recorded a few more episodes. I think 3 or 4 more episodes, from like 5 to 7, and now I just started recording. It's almost 8 o'clock, so from 8 to like 9ish, 9:30, I'm gonna record some audio from 10 to 2, maybe a little after. I gotta go in for training for my job, for my new job. Right after that, I gotta go to my teaching volunteer job, and after that, I might be going to hang out with friends. So I've been up since like 4 a.m. I'm probably gonna be out till at least 1 a.m. and then I gotta get up at 6 a.m. So yeah, my day and night are gonna be pretty packed. I'm not really looking forward to that, but hold on, give me a second. I don't know if this is still recording, but okay, I think it is. Yep, it is. Okay. I just had to do a quick thing on my computer. I wonder, could I? Never mind. I was gonna say, like, can I like open up like 2 windows and do this? We must go français or francine. Francine de Gavin, non de Gavin. I don't know what language I was speaking. I'm really freaking tired. I got maybe an hour sleep. I was dozing in and out of consciousness all night. I don't know why, but I just had a problem sleeping there. I think last night I got like 6 hours, or the night before last I got 6 hours of sleep. The night before that I got like 3 hours. And tonight I got maybe an hour. So it really sucks. So yeah, maybe not gonna go hang out with friends tonight, seeing as how I have to get up at freaking 6 a.m. and like that's already less than 12. Cause I gotta be like at my other volunteering job tomorrow in 12 hours. So, or in 24 hours, like 8 a.m. Well, it's 8 a.m. now. So yeah, this is it. Oh wait, where am I? Oh, okay, Staraptor. Okay, yeah. Lucario, going Polion. Who's that? I don't remember his name, but that's Cynthia. I don't know if someone already pointed it out, but in the game, because I wasn't paying attention. But that's Cynthia, the Sinnoh League champion. In case you didn't know, back from Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. Did she? No, she came back for X and Y, was it? Or like one of the next region after Diamond and Pearl, Platinum, like all that. She came back. I think she was like in a beach house, and you could fight her, and she would have a Mega Garchomp, and it was like freaking insane to actually do, because yeah, she was like super strong, and like you met her while like your Pokemon like level 50 or like level 60, and her Pokemon like level 60, level 70, something like that. So like you were seriously outmatched unless you grinded a lot. Like me, I just kind of ran through it because I was trying to see how fast I could speed through X and Y. I did it in like 2 days, I think, 3 days. No, it was 3 days. It would have been 2, but I started at like 11 o'clock one night. Like I got it on opening day, like on release day, and then like I didn't get home till like 11, so I didn't get home till 10, and then I didn't get to start it till 11, and then like I had to go to bed because I had to get up pretty early the next morning. I'm not even really watching the screen right now. I probably should be. K. K is not like a like legit thing. It's okay. Where am I? Oh, was that Barry? I don't even remember. But anyway, we're gonna head over to the next town. I believe, is that the next gym battle, or is the next town a stopover? And I just go straight through there and get to the gym. I don't remember. But wow, we're already 10.5 minutes into this episode. Okay, that's cool. It's cool. Skill, too kill for skill, too legit to quit. So legit you need to quit. Yeah. So I was talking to my friend the other day, and we're both in school, and I'm part time, she's full time, and she was talking, and we were having a conversation about poetry. I just got done with my final English 102 composition and rhetoric. Oh wait, was that composition? No, English 101 was composition and rhetoric. Um, 102, I don't remember what that was. But anyway, we had to do a poetry essay, and like, I am a huge nut for poetry. I did mine on Road Less Traveled by Robert Frost. And like, she's like, "Oh, I hate poetry. It's so hard. It's like my worst subject ever." Um, and so like I was talking to her, and like we like I don't remember how. She's like, my friend can like what did she say? My friend, she can um like on the spot come up with like lyrics or like poetry lyrics, and I think that how crazy that is. So what I did was I was like looking out the window. It was a dark and it was a legit dark and stormy night, rather horror-esque, um, kind of like Edgar Allan Poe horror. Um, so I just like looked out the window and like um, I don't even remember what I said. Um, but like I was like out of nowhere. I just came up with like two lines of poetry, and like she just looked at me and she's like, "Really, really, really." I'm just like, "Yeah." So like poetry's always been like something really they really came easy to me. Uh, so like all this stuff I do, all this talking that I'm doing right now is totally ad libbed. I really don't have anything like planned when I go into this. Like sometimes I'll like like when I told you guys about how I have the next two series planned out, yada yada yada. That was planned because that's like something that's like legit, that I wanted to talk to you guys about. But for the rest of the time, like I'm just like kind of just like bat in the breeze, kind of just like saying whatever comes to mind. Like I don't remember what part it is in Little Alchemist, but there's a point where I get so tired because it's like 1, 2 in the morning, I think. That I legit like stop talking for like a good 10 seconds, and like I'm just like lost in thought, and then like I say like the last like 5 words maybe, posing a question to myself. I'm just like, wait, what am I doing? Like, and then like I just kind of like mentally dozed off. It was hilarious. Like I was like, oh, that's how you know it's almost time to go to bed. It's like, child, go to bed. Um, so yeah, like poetry, like I don't know how I got to there from poetry, but like poetry's sorry. Give me a second. I gotta take a drink of water. For like these long playthroughs, I gotta make sure I stay hydrated because they kill your throat. They they legit like kill your throat. Hold on. Okay. Sorry about that. La 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 la. Mama. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm back. What was oh, so like when I was a freshman in high school, I was like either um okay, when I was a 8th grader, I think. Yeah, because it was my last year of middle school. Um, I had like this huge crush on this girl. Huge crush. It's huge. It's huge. The hugest crush you've ever seen. No. Um, So like I'm like, oh, what can I do? And I was a really really shy kid. I may have told the story in another playthrough, but I don't remember. Um, but so I was like the shy kid. I'm like, I hate confrontation, but I really like this girl. What do I do? So I didn't have anyone like to ask. Like I didn't feel comfortable like asking anyone because I was like very shy, very shy. Like I couldn't even like even being around a group of friends. Like it was like I hardly ever talked. I was like the very quiet one. But I'm like, what can I do? Like, so like, I think I was watching like this sappy movie or something. It was like, I was bored. There was nothing else on TV, so I'm just like, And like, this guy like wrote this love note to this girl, and I'm like, oh, that's like that. Yeah, that's something I can do. I kind of like poetry, but I never really got into it. Like, I know how to write a poem and everything. And I think this was in December, so I'm like, okay, so or no, this was in November. So I'm like, okay, I'll write a poem and I'll give it to her for Christmas. So I start writing this poem. I don't like, I'm so like perfectionistic. That I'm like, I have to get this right. I have to get this right. This is the first time I ever asked a girl out. So I'm like, okay, okay, kill, kill, okay. Um, so like, I'm just like sitting like thinking like, okay, what could I possibly what could I possibly um, do? Wait, why did this freeze? There we go. I don't know why that froze. So, um, actually, this is the last town. There's some extra. There's some more stuff to be done. Um, but so I was writing this poem, and by like I think it was like a week before Christmas vacation, I'm like, I'm not gonna have this done. I'm gonna have to wait. So I'm like, I could just, like, and then I'm still working. So I wait, or like, I don't give it to her, and I still work on it. It's January. I finally finish, and like, I have like rough draft after rough draft, and then like, I've come up with like one final draft that I really like, and is like so cool. And I'm like, oh, this is so like romantic. Like being the shy kid, like I was always like, I have to make my words count. Like I don't speak much, so I had to make them count. So I felt like I did that, and it was like late January, and I'm like, February's coming up, Valentine's Day. I could give it to her then. I can give it to her in a note because like we used to do like while I was in high school. This was now I'm a freshman in high school. Crushing on this girl for like a year, like over a year. Um, so like we do like every year we did like it's very silly. I don't know why we did it. But we did. Hey, it's Professor Oak. Oh, cool. I get that. Torchic, Treco, or Mudkip. I prefer Treco. Yeah, like normally I would always choose Fire type, but for some reason like Fire type really doesn't appeal to me, or at least not Fire type. Torchic doesn't apply. Doesn't doesn't appeal to me. But anyway, so I write it in a note, and we all pass out notes to, or like notes, chocolate, like cookies, like just random little stuff. Like I think, my last year in middle school, I think one of the girls like brought like a huge like batch of pencils, and we all took one. Just like little stuff like that. I guess it was like a way for our teachers to like just like say like like oh yeah, whatever. So like I wrote a note to everyone, as so like everyone's not getting like a pencil while the one girl is getting a note. Like that's like red flag, red flag. Um, and so I give it to her. I don't see her for I was out of school for a couple days because of whatnot. Some stuff, some stuff happened. So I come back. Next time I see her, she waits until we're alone. And remember how I said in the beginning I wanted to do something huge? It's gonna be huge, the hugest thing you've ever seen. Um, yeah, she put up those walls. They were huge. They're huge. Couldn't even vault over them. They were huge. And she shut me down. But it got me rather sad for a while. But then I'm like, okay, you know what? This isn't the worst thing in the world. So I gave her the only final copy I had of that poem. So fast forward 2 years, I'm cleaning out my room. Got a lot of crap, I gotta clean out. It's still a mess today, like 3 or 4 years later. Um, and like, and she like, oh, and like I found like a notebook with my old writings in it because like on top of doing poetry, I also wrote short stories, which I actually used one of them and got an A in college, college essay. Or like I like didn't use the story, but I used the character. Like I reinvented the character and whatnot from my elementary school days. Like, it was really cool. But anyway, so I found the one of the rough drafts, and I'm like, wait a second, the library is having a poetry contest. So like, let me touch this up and let me just submit it just for the heck of it because I have nothing better to do with my life. Because at this point, I'm just like I was a freshman, so I was a sophomore. I was a late sophomore or early junior at this point. So I touch it up. I get it to like I know it's not the original poem, but I'm just like I can't remember what the original poem was, so I just submitted it. And I think there was 80 to 100 people who entered the contest, probably more. And there's only like 5 winners, and I was one of the 5. And I'm like, yes. It's like, you rejected me, and now look, I won a poetry contest with the poem that you rejected me by. So like, yeah, it was like that's kind of stemmed the love of poetry, and like, in one of my classes in college, I had to. It was old world, like introduction into old world or something like that, like, and like the last 3 chapters of the book was like, oh, like one of them was on the romanticism era, and like that is my favorite era just because like it was such like a time of like uh just a creation of like lots of amazing things could be made. So yeah, that was really cool. Anyway, that's that story. Like, I don't know why I just got on. Oh, because I got onto the poetry because of my friend, and I think it was just a random story that I had. Anyway, but yeah, wow, we're already 22 minutes and 22 and a half minutes into this. Wow, okay. I did not expect the time to go by that quick. But that's cool. That's cool. We do what we can. Um, so let's see. I want to tell you guys some more stories, just because like there's like so many awesome stories I have that like. Okay, so another story I have. I think I may have actually told this one as well. Stop me if I have. But so I'm a like a teacher's aide, teacher. Like I teach the class. I teach some of the class, but like I don't teach the class. It's a weird thing. But that's my volunteer job. My volunteer job. And what I one of the things that I like to do is always try to, do something that the kids would like, and the fact that it's gonna make them get a laugh. So, I'm a huge anime geek. I love anime. Love it. I love anime. Um, love the Japanese. Uh, but so I like and I was like I had a Lilo and Stitch pin one day, and it was like Ohana, and like and some of the kids are like recognized it, and I'm like, how do you know this? Like, it was just going off of the air when I was your age, like so, like well before you guys were born. Like, what the crap? And then they reminded me that Netflix is a thing. Yeah. So they never watched the TV show, but they only watched the movies, which kind of sucks because the TV show was the bomb. That was like my show. Lilo and Stitch, American Dragon Jake Long, Kim Possible, House of Mouse, like all those like Disney Channel shows back when I was in elementary school. Yeah. But anyway, back to the story. So like, and I'm like, that's so cool. Like they all like my pin, and like, or some of them did. Like some of them just like, oh, I like your pin, and then others like really liked it, where they like actually knew what it was from. But I'm like, Oh, that's so cool. So like, oh, cool. Charmander's evolving into Charmeleon. I should have noticed that earlier, but my mind is wandering right now. I'm trying to tell a story. So game, would you please cooperate with me and stop letting stuff happen? So I'm sorry if I'm not like dialoguing the, the thing, but hoping for the next series I'll do better. Um. So yeah, then I went to a town or town, I guess. Would it be a town or a city? Anyway, close to my about half an hour away from my house because I was just bored one day and I'm like, I need something to do. So I went and it's like there's a big mall there and like I went into these shops that I don't know like go into and I saw these awesome anime pins. I'm like, I need to get. No, I think there was like a Batman. I actually have them next to me, right here, so I could actually. Like one was from a local band that I got. Let's see. Those I got later. So there was a couple that I got, and then like the kids are like, "Oh, that's so cool, it's so cool." So, and for business and what business and business, kind of personal reasons, I had to go to Connecticut. And like I stopped by the big mall there, and where is it? What's that big thing right off of Exit One in New York that goes into Connecticut? I think it's 984. You go down to Exit One, you get off in Connecticut. It's like not Hartford, but something like that. Danbury Mall. I went to the Danbury Mall because I had some time to kill, and I walked around and I'm like, you know what? Let me see if I can get any more pins. And at this point, I have a hat that I wear religiously, every single time I go in. And so I have the couple buttons that I have on there, and it's like, yeah. So I went in and I bought like a dozen pins, and it's insane because now my hat is like filled. My hat would have been filled, but then one of the guys that the guy that rang me up, he had a lanyard full of pins, and I'm like, that looks so cool. So I did that, and the kids loved it. They were hysterical for that. It was so cool, so cool. Um, and then like I went, so like every week they asked me, "Hey, when are you gonna add more pins? When are you gonna add more pins?" And then I switched back to my hat, and now I just went out last night to the same mall that I got the first pins at, and I bought some more pins. So like now my hat has 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 pins. So yeah, that's really cool. One of them is actually starting to slip off, so I gotta fix that after I'm done here. Oh no, that's supposed to be like that. Never mind. Um, but yeah. So now I got like over a dozen pins on my hat, and the kids are gonna go ballistic this weekend because I haven't added more. I didn't wear my hat last time, so I didn't wear the hat with all the pins last time. The kids know me as a hat guy and a pin guy. Like I'll always have pins on me, and I'll always have like hats on me. So, and like one of the things is like one of my kids like recognized the anime Sailor Moon, and like I'm like, you're in fourth grade. That came out, the original Sailor, like he said he watched the original Sailor Moon. I'm like, what? How did you even know about that? That's like 96, I think, when it started. It went off the air in like 04, 05. I'm like, you were like 2. You were like 2 years old. Like, how do you even know this, bruh? Bruh, tell me, what is your secret to immortality? Um, so like, I went back to the store that I got it from, and I'm like, do you have any more of these pins? And I was like, oh yeah, we got like 3 more. And I'm like, yes. So I like bought the kid one, and like he was thank you so much. And now like he has a hat that he wears every week, and he started a button collection on his hat. I'm like, that's so freaking sweet. I'm like, oh, that's so cool. Um, but yeah, so cool that like I like that the kid like would take that one pin and like go and like I think it has like 4 or 5 pins now. It's a start. Like I'm thinking about like when I get my next paycheck, um, which actually won't be till July because right now it's like with like the hours that I can work and my one paying job that I'm getting that I have to go to in a little bit. Like I'm going in for training today, which is the end of May, and then I'm not going to be able to start working until July because of like restrictions on my work schedule because college and like not wanting to stress myself out. I could work like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, but I feel like doing school, working, volunteering, like it's just gonna get to be too much. So like for 3 days a week working, like right now, like I cut down my volunteering because it was getting too stressful. I was volunteering 6 days a week, like totes my goats legit, like 6 days a week. Now I cut it down to one. I'm trying to think. One, two, three. Yeah, maybe three or four. So yeah. But wow, guys, we are actually reaching the end of this episode. Um, so I guess I should probably start saying my goodbyes. We got our second gym badge. Uh, we got to get back. Are we in Sportia City or are we in a different city or sport or no? Are we in um the Zato, the extra Receiver's reign? Hold on. I picked up the extra Receiver. Now I'm actually gonna start narrating at the end. Congrats on defeating Berg. I was meaning to tell you. What is that noise? Lar! Lar! Wow, even I saw that. You just seen the Eon Pokemon. That's amazing. I was doing research on Latias and Latios. I got things to do. Bye. Wow, thanks for that. Anyway, guys, I guess I should end this as bittersweet. I really like this series. I can't wait for the next version to come out. I'll put a link in the description of the playlist. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, smash that like button. Really helps us YouTubers out. We can't go that way um, because that is the end of the map. Uh, if you liked it, as I said, smash that like button. Really helps us YouTubers out. Don't forget to comment and subscribe because I always love seeing how you guys get involved in our community. Just remember, no cursing, no name calling, no bad tudes. Want to keep this place as clean as we can, as long as we can. We know it's not gonna last forever, but we could do what we can while we can. We're almost by this time we may actually pass 100, but we're almost at 100 while I'm recording this. We're at 91. I'm like, that is so awesome. You guys are amazing. Thank you for supporting me. I can't wait to see like what comes next. You know, uh, yeah, this has just been an amazing ride. Um, I can't wait to like. I really hope that I get big enough that I could at least do this, like, quit my other part-time job and focus on this. Like I could get paid to like produce content where like I can like do that. You know. Anyway, guys, don't forget to share because sharing really is caring. Thank you guys so much for watching. I guess I'll end this now. I'm getting all sappy. Um, I really want to entertain you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, stay tuned for what may or may not come next. And like always, I will see you and whatever comes next. Until next time, bye bye, bye bye.